Gib du jetzt deine Stimme ab. Wenn ja, dann tritt für mich ein, so wie ich für dich eingetreten bin.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Jazzbro Gonzo here. Another episode of What's Next. Happy Monday. Well, we start off a new week, of course. But this story wasn't one that came across my feed instantly. I actually was just skimming. I came across it. I read it. I laughed. And I thought, well, why the hell not? Just when you think stupidity and ignorance have been cornered by us here in the States, our brothers and sisters over in the UK were like, yeah, you know what? You may want to hold my beer. Let's take a look. This comes out of Breitbart. London Council claimed 3-month-old babies are racist. Yes, they are. They're white racist little mongrels. A council in London previously claimed that babies as young as 3 months old are racially biased. A report uncovered, yes, one of the mysteries of the universe has been unlocked. Islington Council in London has had in the past published claims that babies as young as 3 months old can show racial bias, demanding that extremely young children should be talked about the issues of race. Yes, racism. The post was recently uncovered by reporters at the Telegraph after the paper previously found a number of councils across the UK had hired a services of Maoists, anti-whiteness organization, for the purpose of giving nursing staff racial awareness training. According to the report published on Saturday, one of the councils to avail itself of the diversity training provided, of course, diversity. I'm waiting for the inclusion to come in. By the so-called Black Nursery Manager Consultancy, also previously claimed that babies as young as 3 months could be racially biased towards their own carers. Appearing in a post originally loaded by an account associated with the Islington Council in 2021, the claim appeared alongside another, which said that white children are strongly biased in favor of whiteness. Yes, by the time they turn 5 years old, as well as a link to material produced by the state-owned BBC on how to talk to toddlers about race. Yes. Here's some Sesame Street. Here's some Disney. Okay, well, we're not going to go there. Fundamentally, many of the studies presented in support of these sorts of ideas about children and race simply conflate acceptance of one group with rejection of another. Adrian Hart from Parental Campaign Group Don't Divide Us told the Telegraph regarding claims similar to those made by the Islington Council. Children's choices are relation to things like doll or toy preferences in artificial experimental conditions offer no indication of whether a child takes account of race in everyday social interactions, he continued. Parents and educators and policymakers in local and central government alike cannot take claims for these at face value. The Telegraph's discovery comes shortly after the paper found that a significant number of local councils had hired organizations pushing controversial, critical racist theory-style ideas to train nursing staff in their regions. Of course they did. Slanders producing very Maoist material by one commentator. A number of MPs have since reportedly got in contact with the publication and say this kind of training provided by the organization must now be investigated as the most poisonous and divisive kind of dogma. Children need to form their own views at the same time they learn the respect of those of others. Education Secretary Nadeem Zawawi previously stated regarding the topic of ideological influence within the British school system. That is why parents and carers need to be able to trust schools to be totally impartial, he continued. They need to be confident that their children can learn about political issues and begin to form their own independent opinions without being influenced by personal views on those teaching them. No school should be encouraging young people to pin their colors to a particular political mast, he added. You want to laugh, but at the same time, it's sad and it's pathetic because it's happening. Yes, grooming tips are not for kindergartners through third grades. No, my friends. Grooming tips are now beginning as old as 3 months of age. Yes, your little tyke, your little Jane, your little Joe, at 3 months old, yes, they are running around going Zeke Heil and saying, I hate the blacks. But seriously, for this organization to exist, for this organization to be allowed into facilities where young children are, and basically to push this dogma, push this agenda, push this propaganda on the youngest of us, the parents should be disgusted. The parents should be outraged. The parents should be storming the Bastille and basically taking these people down and saying, we're not going to tolerate this shit. And that's what it is. It's shit. But then again, it is 2022. We're fighting groomers over here in America, and you're teaching critical Rahcist theory to 3-month-olds. Wow. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you on the next one. Oh, and also, parents, don't let your babies grow up to be racists. Peace.